All right, who's ready for some weather for Weather Geeks here on this Thursday evening? Hi, everyone. It's your humble host, Eric, here on what turned out to be a pretty nice day today. I saw some kind of dire-looking rainy forecasts for today. Mine was not amongst them. My spiel last night was, hey, I don't think it's going to rain a whole lot today. Spotty showers, but far, far from a washout, and that turned out to be the right idea. We did have some spotty showers, even some thunderstorms, but the vast majority of the day was actually just fine. It's turned out to be a nice evening this evening, a little after 7 p.m., a clear picture here on Storm Tracker 21 radar. Now, around the midday hours and early this afternoon, we had a couple of batches of showers and storms that rolled through our viewing area. The more pronounced one, the stronger one, was up here in the northern areas. And then we had one isolated batch that grazed southeastern parts of Columbiana County. This northern batch did probably produce a little bit of hail. Our hail algorithm picked up on a little bit of this. We could have had some maybe penny-size hail in some of this, maybe peas, as this rolled across the northeastern corner of Trumbull County and then headed into the Greenville area, and then those storms kind of weakened as they went farther into Mercer County. When we zoom out and take a look at the broader view here, we have a severe weather threat ongoing still with a severe thunderstorm watch for Charlotte and Raleigh and heading up towards Norfolk. The severe weather threat appears to have ended in D.C. where they had a severe thunderstorm watch in effect earlier on today. A lot of reports of severe weather today from the foothills of the Appalachians heading up through parts of Virginia into the northern and western suburbs of D.C. and into Philadelphia as well. And we did have some hail and wind reports as far west as west central parts of the Keystone State earlier on today. If you step outside this evening, you kind of notice it feels really nice out. The humidity's coming down, and notice the cooler air off to our north, 43 in Marquette, Michigan this evening. Some of this air is heading our way. We're going to end up in the 40s here later on tonight. Also a drying trend for the air mass. Dew points are as low as the teens up here. Now, we're not going to see dew points like that around here, but our dew points are dropping nicely out of the 50s and eventually into the 40s, and that will allow temperatures to drop pretty quickly as we head past sunset tonight. Big picture for you Friday as we wrap up the work week. Only 60 tomorrow. This should be our coolest day easily so far this May. It may end up being the coolest day for the month when all is said and done. The average for the 11th day of May is 68. The record tomorrow is 92. 14 hours and 22 minutes worth of daylight. The sunset tomorrow evening at 8:30. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about tomorrow's weather here, of course, but notice our hour-by-hour rain chances tomorrow. I've taken them down substantially. Really doesn't look like it's going to do a whole lot other than just kind of cloud up for your Friday. We're going to be on the northern side of this front. We're going to be in the cooler air. Now, could there be a quick sprinkle or a shower? I can't rule that out. But I don't think there's going to be a whole lot. I just think it's going to be a fairly uneventful day. It's going to feel different with those temperatures struggling to hit 60. Now, as we go into tomorrow night, into the wee hours of Saturday morning, I do think that there can be a band of moisture that grazes us, and our rain chances will increase. Now, if you have outdoor plans this weekend, forecast remains kind of a tough one. Now, this front will greatly determine how our weather goes this weekend. And I do think on Saturday, it will probably sneak just far enough north that at least the southern two-thirds of our viewing area will see a temperature spike on Saturday, probably well up into the 70s once you're down towards Route 30 and down into the East Liverpool area. But the farther north you are, the closer you're going to be to that front, and there's going to be a tremendous temperature gradient on either side of this on Saturday. Now, as far as precipitation goes, I think we're probably dry in most spots through about lunchtime on Saturday. But as we get into the afternoon and that front wiggles back south, I think rain chances will start to go up again. Kent State graduation on Saturday, a lot of graduation parties at this time of the year, maybe even some outdoor weddings. It's a weekend in May. Things happen outside. And you're going to want to be weather aware on Saturday. I don't think there's much of a severe weather threat, but some showers, you bet. And then on Mother's Day on Sunday, again, the front's not far away. There's probably going to be a few rounds of showers and storms. I suspect the highest chance will be in the morning. I'll talk about those hour-by-hour rain chances in a minute. But yeah, check out this wild temperature gradient on Saturday. It could be 50 in Detroit and 82 in Cincinnati. That's a few hours worth of drive down I-75 to see a 30-degree difference. And in our viewing area, I think Saturday afternoon, a place like East Liverpool could be 77, and then Kinsman, maybe not first thing in the afternoon, but maybe by the end of the afternoon, Kinsman, Mespo, the far northern reaches of Trumbull County, it could drop into the 50s. So even in our viewing area, there could be a tremendous difference. Notice the difference between Cleveland and Youngstown here at 12:48 in the afternoon. So tough temperature forecast, no doubt, for Saturday afternoon. I think temperatures will probably fall north of I-80. We'll probably get our high around midday in Cortland and Warren and Yankee Lake and heading over into the Greenville area, kind of that general zone. Your high Saturday is probably late morning, midday, and then temperatures start to fall in the afternoon. Now, the hour-by-hour rain chances look like this for the upcoming weekend. Highest chances Saturday as we get into the mid to late afternoon. Now, I've ramped up Sunday's hourly chances through about early afternoon. Hopefully, we'll get a drying trend later on, but just plan on having to dodge some raindrops at times over the course of the weekend. And as far as temperatures go for Mother's Day, on Sunday, it's not going to be a cold day or anything. It's not going to be as nice and toasty as it has been at times lately. We're calling for 70 right now. Again, a good chance for showers and thunderstorms for Mother's Day on Sunday. The thing we'll notice as we get into next week is it's going to start to turn humid, and we're getting into a pretty summer-like pattern here. Now, on Monday, the humidity won't be bad. The dew points are still low, but watch the atmospheric moisture increase here as I roll this forward into midweek. We get into some of these yellows and greens, and a real pretty solid plume of moisture coming out of the Gulf of Mexico and the southwestern Atlantic and impacting a lot of areas east of the Rockies. So I think it's going to be a pretty muggy week next week. I think that there'll be several rounds of showers and storms. We might get into some drier air as we head towards the end of the week, as the European model is showing here by maybe Thursday night and Friday. But the bulk of the week looks pretty muggy, and with a front trying to attract some moisture, I think we're going to see a few rounds of showers and storms next week. Monday's probably the driest day of the week. Tuesday might not bring a whole lot, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, potentially pretty stormy for next week. All right, that's it for tonight's weather for Weather Geeks. Thanks as always for watching. Full update on what you can expect for your Friday coming up tonight on 21 News at 11. I hope we will see you then.